yeah, the main thing I wanted to add before I even get into this deck profile, this sucker is budget AF. Budget.
I mean, if you want to pay like $6 for that, that's fine.
Yeah, it's, normal energy will work. You don't have to have the sexy, beautiful emerald ones. Alright guys, so what I got for you today is kind of an unorthodox deck profile, but we're going to be looking at this Ninjask deck that Michael built and came up here and absolutely surprised us with. So obviously the main attacker is going to be Ninjask here. What it does, it has molting. When you play this Pokemon for your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put a Shedinja from your discard pile onto your bench. And you guys know what Shedinja does. It just allows you to attach it as a tool and your opponent takes one less prize card. So we're going to be running a 4-4 line of Ninjask with 3 Shedinja, and we're going to be running a 4-4 line of Grovyle in this deck. And Grovyle, basically, it's just going to allow you to search for these Ninjask and Ninkata out, and I'll kind of get to like the general strategy of like what the setup is. We also have some side Pokemon in here like Ditto. Ditto is just going to allow you to get these out a little easier. And we also have Mew. Mew actually serves multiple purposes in this deck. It allows you to basically just protect your bench, and then also on top of that, it's attack and snipe stuff. You know, maybe you're short some damage because our Ninjask actually has a pretty interesting attack. It does 40, and then you flip a coin of heads, it does 40 more damage. You're not doing too much, but if your opponent's just not able to take prize cards, I mean, it doesn't really matter if you're hitting for 40, 80. You know,
right. So yeah, both the Shedinja and the Mew, they can both snipe 30. So if your opponent's retreating after you hit them, then you can snipe them to finish them off.
And you actually said something pretty interesting about the Mars Shadow.
Well, that's just for the Lysander Labs mostly, or if they're playing Beast Pokemon, then you can do, what, 70?
And the reason why he went with Audino, basically, is when you get down to the bare minimum of your deck's pretty much just going to be Pokemon, Supporter, and Energy.
And then those.
Yeah. So Audino over Jirachi, pretty much you're just drawing into the stuff that kind of keep the pattern, the cycle going. Okay, so now I'm going to let you kind of explain the general strategy of like how you do the whole cycle.
Well, the entire point is to discard every other card except for your Pokemon, shuffle in 2 Ninkata, 2 Ninjask, 2 Energy, and then every other turn you Brox, and then every other turn you Lucamine to get a Brox and a Lucamine back. And then you do that over and over again. If you have to, you can use Lucamine to get back a Viridian Forest. And so with 2 Sunshine Graces and a Viridian Forest, you're guaranteed to get a Ninkata, Ninjask, and an Energy every single turn. And it's an infinite loop. And so as long as your opponent doesn't stamp you or replace your stadium and stamp you at the same time, that's about the only way around it.
And then we also have some other stuff in here, just kind of like some support cards. Of course, Mysterious Treasure is going to allow you to get the Mew, the Shedinja, and the Mars Shadow. Also, you can pitch a card that you might not need in the matchup. And then U-turn board. This is just basically in here so that way you have a free retreater in Audino. And also, if you just are in a really tight position, you can bring up Trico with a U-turn board. That might come up. You never know.
Well, the thing is, if they try to stall you, he has 2 retreat costs. So you always need to save a U-turn board in your hand, or save it on Mars Shadow, discard it later, get the U-turn board back to your hand. Because if they pull that up and try to stall you out, then you can U-turn board, attach a grass, and then put Ninjask back up.
And then Netball is actually a very helpful card. It helps you keep the cycle going as well, just because you can search out a Grass Energy or just a basic. But I mostly saw Michael grabbing the Grass Energies out. And then, of course, Pokemon Communication, don't really need to go over too much of why that's in here. The supporter line is going to be 4 Cynthia, 4 Lily, 2 Brock's Grit, 3 Lisamine, and then, of course, Professor Elm's Lecture that can help you just set up your deck. And Pokenav, you just pretty much look at the top 3, Pokemon or Energy, pretty self-explanatory on why that is going to be in here. And Viridian's Forest is also just a very helpful card, allowing you to get your energy to your hand. Yeah, this is the interesting deck that he came here and won with. Michael's always bringing some crazy stuff up here. And
so if I was going to take anything out, it'd be the Elms. I didn't use these at all today. I'd probably play like maybe 1 more Pokenav and possibly a Grimsley, because Grimsley with Mew allows you to move 3 damage counters and place 3 damage counters. It might help you seal up a game, especially in a best-of-1 format where your opponent can stall you out. If I could have used Grimsley against Ricky, I could have knocked out his Snorlax.
yeah, here's the deck, guys. It's actually really interesting. I know this is a little different than what I normally do, but I wanted to showcase this deck just because it was so cool. So if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll be back with another video here soon, guys. Take care. I'm out. Peace.